Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at a Fresh and Fit classic, something about masculine women and the harsh reality that lies ahead of them based on their personality and word choices, emotions, things like that. I saved this one from a long time ago, and I don't actually remember why. So we're just going to rewatch it together, and I'm going to pause it from time to time, give my tidbits on it. But first, we have to get the boring YouTube stuff out of the way. You can find this channel on Rumble, which is more vulgar, it's less edited, and hopefully YouTube won't have um, any issues with this one. Man, choosing your words is hard, but I appreciate you all for being here, and just kind of waking up with me on this early morning. Um, so yeah, now I gotta get back to what I was saying. So the YouTube stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe. We're going to be getting into doing live streams and live reactions here probably next month. Sometime in June is the goal. So if you'd like to be a part of that, feel free to subscribe to the channels so you can get all the updates. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. It's early. Time to do the switcheroos. All right, let's get into this one.
Out in Colorado, actually. And I had a discussion with her when she was like in her late 20s, and I told her, yo, you need to find a man while you still can, because when you become older and you make more money, you're not gonna be able to find the same level of man. Like, you need to find a guy now. You need to drop this. And she was like you, very hard-headed, strong, independent, like on that type of shit.
I'm not hard-headed. I was agreeing with things you said. I would just give my opinion after. I didn't discredit you at all, Myron.
No,
it's not a personal thing right here.
But when she was on that independent vibe, just like you, and I was like, yo, you gotta cut that shit. Like, men don't we don't like that shit. It's annoying.
I'm not doing it to find a man. I just like being self-sufficient. You know, and if a man comes along and he sees like, damn, this woman really handling her shit, I fuck with that.
They get intimidated by that, baby.
Then that's fine. You can't be intimidated by a boss.
It's not intimidated. It's annoying.
Yeah.
So
it's annoying to see a self-sufficient woman.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
Needy
no,
or
how about this? Let me give you guys a fucking example of this, all right? Because you guys like to say this. It's intimidating. How about this? Let's say every time before we're together in a relationship, right? Okay. You two, right? Okay. Hypothetically. I'm in a relationship, right? Obviously independently, not both of you at the same time. But I'm just saying hypothetically.
Like
no. So let's say I'm in a relationship with you, right? But it takes you an hour to get dressed. I take 2 hours to get dressed. You like to wear certain shoes. I one up you every single time, and I make sure. Hold on. I one up you every single time, and I make sure I wear better shoes than you do. You get dressed and you wear a nice dress. I make sure I get clothes that's more expensive. I take more time to go shopping than you do. I just make sure that I always look more on point than you do physically when we go out.
I like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, you don't like that.
Hold on. How long would you tolerate that until you say, God damn, this nigga's a...
Oh, not at all.
Here's
I bet he got that shit on.
Here's the thing, because I
agree with you on that one. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with you on that one.
All right.
Okay, some of the ladies here... Hold on, besides you two. Because you guys obviously have a stake in trying to say that you would agree.
No,
how many of you would be annoyed by that?
Alright, so first things first, men are not intimidated by a woman's money. We're not intimidated by the majority of women. There's always a couple. I mean, depending on how abrasive you are and distasteful you are, and maybe, you know, the way you dress or the way you look a certain way, some women can be intimidating, but by and large, men just want a little bit of happiness. And as a woman, if you can't provide a little bit of a good time, a little bit of nice conversation, a little bit of pleasant attitude, men are not going to deal with you very much. It is what it is. But it has nothing to do with being intimidated. Get the fuck over yourself.
By that.
Because my man's more fly.
And as Myron says, you are not as special as you think you are. I'm quoting him in one of his other many videos. Maybe not this one, I don't really know. Like I said, I can't remember the point of saving this one. But it has nothing to do with intimidation. If you're a bitch, we just don't want to deal with it. We want peace, we want happiness, we want to have a happy home, and if you can't create that, you gots to go. You pack your shit and go.
Like,
How many of you would be annoyed by that? That I'm always trying to one-up you and look better than you when we're going out. When you're the female.
That's not love. That's not love.
Yeah, that's weird.
How many of you would be annoyed by that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Because you're trying to be weird.
personally, I like
Mexico lost.
me, then it's different.
Mexico's not even on the same podcast. She don't know what's going on.
am, man, but I don't give a fuck.
English is
if you like what you like,
That's what I'm saying. If you want to dress fly, I want
Would
you
you
to
get
do
with a guy
that.
that did that? That always went up to you and made sure to take longer to get dressed than you and made sure that he always wore better clothes than you and made sure that he was... When you get a manicure, he gets a manicure. When you get a pedicure, he gets a pedicure. You be okay with that?
He's trying to do better than you.
Yeah, he's trying to like look better than you at all times.
So while we're in a competition,
Then that would be a problem. But if you're just matching my energy, I'm okay with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's competition.
Thank you. So
A man shouldn't be in
Check it out.
oh, but it's okay for y'all to be independent, compete with us.
So that's competing with you.
I'm just taking care of myself. I'm just taking care of myself. I don't want to compete with you. I'm not even working. I don't know what you got in your bank account. How am I competing when I don't know what you got going on?
Just for the record, the reason I could never do a show like this is because these people will not stop talking over each other, and they will not just shut the fuck up.
See, someone gets it. Yo, that's what I'm trying to say when I say women are... Yo, I'm keeping 1,000. For the purpose of this argument, you don't want to agree with me. But however, if you were the fucking man and he took longer to get dressed than you, he wanted to be prettier than you, he wanted to make sure that he had to show out every single time y'all went out more than you, you would be fucking annoyed. You'd be like, damn, this nigga's a bitch. Why can't you be a fucking man?
I'd be so irritated because why the fuck is you taking so long to get ready? Like now, if I...
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to be irritated because you're going to be waiting downstairs or waiting in the room. Like, why is he taking so long?
Hypothetical, very small situations.
We literally just like to look good. It's not that we're competing with men. I like to look good for myself. I like to look good for my man. I like to look for the
It's an analogy. It's an analogy. It's an example.
So independence
We're
is
not
competition.
You're basing an example on a whole hypothesis, then you shouldn't do
Yeah, because
that.
he said competing afterwards.
It's
I don't
a
have
So you
no
can understand what
problem.
he's saying.
Myron,
No,
you
I
want a
100%
woman to
understand what he's
depend on
saying.
you for everything? You want a woman to depend on her survival, on you, right?
Wouldn't you like a self-sufficient woman? She
And
pay her
that's
own
not
bills. She pay her own
competition?
car.
So then why are you with somebody?
What? I didn't say I wanted to be. I'm not with someone for money.
Hey, listen, if you want to be so super independent, why you even want to be with someone?
I didn't say I was with someone for money. I'm only doing
independent. Is not just
I'm doing
money.
that because I can self-suffice on my own. I'm not doing it to show nobody nothing. You could just see like this woman could take care of herself. She don't need me. I don't need a man. I want one. There's a big difference.
I definitely need a man.
So men want a woman.
And that's why you're single and you're bitter. Women have become the men they wanted to marry. And the reason we say that, I'm including myself, as if I'm in the red pill. And it's because they have a high-paying job, they have a college degree, they sleep around like dudes, they have opportunities just because they're a girl, and essentially the qualities they used to look for in a man and the things that men used to strive to live up to, they did it themselves. They took it away from the majority of men. And it's funny because then they always want to say, well, men need to step up and men need to be better and all this other bullshit. And it's like, you took away our qualities, you took away our drive, you took away our requirements in life to have a family, and I don't even know if I said that right, but I think y'all understand what I'm trying to say. And it's like, can you just shut up? No one cares about your opinion. Now, if you're the breadwinner and if you're the head of household, then obviously your opinion matters. But if you're with a little beta Bob from accounting like that, you're not going to be happy. And then when she cheats on you and Bob from accounting loses half his shit, and his house, and his kids, and everything else, he's gonna be like, I don't know what happened. I only did everything I was told. I was a good little beta Bob. Fucking awful.
To need them.
Yeah, like y'all want us to need y'all instead of want?
It's not
Please
about
answer.
needing.
I'm just asking.
The difference is
What?
when Myron says something.
I understood him 100%.
I'm gonna say something, right?
No, if you understood what I said, you wouldn't be arguing right now.
I'm not arguing, I'm just
I
giving you an
simply was
opinion.
making an analogy that a man that takes a ridiculous amount of time to get ready is annoying and has feminine tendencies that aren't attractive. Just like a woman that wants to chase a career and say that she's independent and she's a boss, that's to us.
Seeing us chase our career and passion?
Perfect. Agreed, 100%. Most people cannot do more than one thing very well. And so if you're a really good worker, that means you're probably a really shit relationship cohabitant? No. Partner? No. That means you're probably a really bad wife. All of your energy, well, not all of your energy, most of your energy has to go into being good at one of those. Now, some people are good at multitasking. I get that. Not everybody's the same. I get that. Not all women. Yeah, I get that too. But overall, in general, straight men who are attracted to women don't want to date a masculine, semi-male type woman. They're going to be argumentative, which we're seeing. They're going to be disagreeable, which we're seeing. They're going to talk over you, which we're seeing. They're going to be absolutely annoying, which we're seeing. And it's like, who the fuck wants to deal with that day in and day out, year after year, until you die? I mean, I think it was Chris Rock that said, till death do we part was a fucking goal.
Tell me.
No.
That does not make you attractive, though.
I literally gave you guys an analogy that men, right? We don't want a woman that's going to sit there and try to be, I'm independent, compete with us. And I gave you an analogy where if I took forever to get dressed, you'd be annoyed by it. And you guys like, well, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Bro, come on, man. Keep it 1,000. If you had a dude that was being a and had to get manicures when you did and had to one-up you every time you got dressed, you would be annoyed by that. But you don't want to admit that because you know it would make your argument look bad. So it's like, come on, man.
Who said we're with men like that, though, Myron?
What?
Who said we're with men like that, though, Myron? For
That's
you to
my
use,
point.
Right, for you to use such a small example. I know, but I'm
simply
saying
creating an analogy to tell you that independent, strong women are the same as dudes that take forever to get dressed. It's annoying.
Yeah. So you want a woman to depend on you for her survival,
and you want a bitch to be lazy and not to do nothing.
You to eat. Please answer. Please answer.
I love how she took it to the extreme.
Text a nigga every day. Can I have 30 bucks? I want to get some food.
I'm not saying that. What I am telling you, just like you would want a guy to take care of himself but not be a fucking metro. There's levels to it, right? You're obviously taking it to the extreme. That's what I mean when I say y'all don't have critical thinking skills, no offense, but that proves my point. There's levels to it. So just like you want a guy to take care of himself and not be a slob, I want a girl that
You took it to the extreme too, though, with the getting ready.
Exactly.
You did. So I'm taking it to the extreme.
Because you guys are so that I have to do that to explain it. That's why.
I'm not dumb at all.
He's generalizing.
You can't understand an analogy. I gotta call it what it is. Just so again, I'm not saying girl has to depend on me.
You gotta take it to extremes. So
I'm not saying that a girl has to depend on me. What I am saying is that no one gives a fuck about an independent. Like she said before, I make a lot of money doing
But what I'm asking, what's
Men don't
more
care about
annoying, an independent woman or a woman asking for everything for her survival? What is more annoying to a man?
Most men would prefer a girl that was not a pain in the ass, that didn't make a lot of money, and they could support her to a degree over a girl that yells every 2 seconds, I'm strong and independent, I make a bunch of money, I don't need you.
I wouldn't yell that to my man. That would make him emasculated.
Most of these men that are watching can't even provide for these women. They can't.
I want to emasculate my man.
All right, she has a very small, very, very small point here. The average man cannot provide for these women. I will agree with that. I mean, look how fake these bitches look. Fake hair, fake lashes, tons of makeup, lip filler, probably Botox, skimpy clothing, modern brands. Look at the fucking nails. At least on this chick on your screen. Like, she has nice tits, but the amount of work that it takes, or I mean the amount of money it would take to maintain these things, I mean, it's like a poor man trying to buy a Ferrari. It ain't gonna fucking happen. And if a poor man could afford a Ferrari, I'm sure there's a lot of other priorities in his life, rather than just getting a fun sports car that's eventually going to break. I mean, it's ridiculous. The average man in America, if I remember right, makes under $40,000 a year. And because you think you can take your boobs out and you can put your butthole on the internet and you can make $1 million a month, that all of a sudden you're high value. It's like, money doesn't make you high value necessarily. Sure, it helps. It's more of a multiplier effect for men, but when it comes to women, I mean, you're shrinking your dating pool because you want a man, or you will want a man who's at least your equivalent if not better. And there's not a lot of men who can make $1 million a month, or shit, even $1 million a year. And so, if you're a chick and you make money, you got to be humble. Now, in order to make money, you have to become masculine. So humbleness is not going to be, will not come easy for you. But goddamn, could you imagine? Could you just imagine as a man coming home to this every day, every night after a long day at work, where everything's going wrong, you're putting out fires, solving problems, making money, and then you have to come home and listen to this? No, thank you.
Man,
That's
like
not the
that?
point, though.
Yeah, we don't emasculate them,
Ladies,
but also...
he's just saying in a nutshell, if you want a man to be for you and actually you want to take you seriously, if you're masculine, he's not going to want to be with you.
I'm masculine because I have a good job and I do for myself.
So independence is masculine?
No.
Right, tell me.
Your actions from being in survival mode will dictate how you move in a relationship. It sucks.
Yeah.
But you being masculine and you being the independent woman that you are today will affect your relationship in the future. It will. Unless you care about what the man wants.
I swear to God, I'm still a self-sufficient girl and I still live in my soft girl era. I'm still able to do that. When I'm with a man, I'm not in that big boss girl, like with that 9 to 5 that I'm doing. As soon as I'm with my man, I am a petite princess that needs everything and I'm fragile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Now, fellas, say it with me one more time. Bull fucking shit you are. There is no way that you can be masculine at work and when you get home, you just flip the script a little bit, push a button, and now you're a petite, feminine, soft girl? Get the fuck?
Yeah.
There is no cap.
But that's when everything's fine, though. When things get shaky, you turn into that same person you were before at work.
Exactly.
When it gets shaky, I turn into that boss girl?
Yes.
That's the problem.
That's why you got to make sure the man that you with, that's going to be a real thoroughbred ass that can handle you through and through. Because I'm not even going to express myself.
He's not going to handle you. He's going to walk away.
I'm saying I'm not going to express myself in that dominant, masculine way because I have no reason to if I'm in my soft girl era.
When you get mad, let me explain something to you. Let me explain.
I feel like when I get mad, it's more so a conversation. I've grown to have communication than...
Oh, you've grown to communicate. My God, you're fucking annoying. You don't... I mean, can you just shut up? No, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I don't really care what you have to say. Because, I mean, it's just not... You're not proving that there's much going on inside your brain.
Dilemmas.
Bro, let me be very candid with you.
Oh, and the second thing, why would anybody want to... Why would any man want to handle a woman? Why would you want to go to work all day long and then come home and have to fight your girl, convince your girl, yell at your girl? It's like, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not.
We don't work and make a bunch of money to handle anything, bro. We just don't fuck with. I'm trying to explain to you, like, dudes that got money, like, don't want to fuck with problematic women that are gonna sit there and argue with them or think that their opinion is.
So you shouldn't mind that, like, she got a good job. Why should I care? I'm still a boss-ass man. That's not going to emasculate me.
Maybe if you're overly independent. Maybe they're saying
I guess if you got too much going on, you got too much money, you too much of a boss, they feel like, oh, she's a man. She's
no, it's
too
annoying.
Much.
Maybe if you're too expressive
Why?
about it,
we take care of ourselves well?
No, it's annoying. Why am I going to go for you that's going to argue with me or potentially
argue with you.
Okay, whatever. Potentially argue with me when I could go get a girl that's not going to argue with me.
Shut the fuck up. Don't got a job, miserable, lazy, and don't do shit but let her man pay for everything.
Thank God.
Fuck it.
Thank God.
I did that shit when I lived in my parents' house.
I love the extremes that she went to.
You
like
went
every
to the
girl,
extremes with examples.
like you do realize that, like, as women have made more money and become more successful, they're less happy now than ever before. You do realize that, right?
I'm doing alright. I'm still young.
It depends on
it depends on the woman and the situation.
Women,
Listen, you got it.
Majority.
You got it all in the bag. You got it.
I swear to God, I really am not trying to differentiate from y'all opinions at all. I agree with you, Myron, 100%. I acknowledge what you say. All I'm doing is just giving my defense on it. I'm not taking away from what you're saying at all, because I agree. Men lead.
Well, in order for you to defend, you have to take away from it. You have
I want to be able to follow my man. I want him to be the leader and all that. But that's not going to take away from me working a good salary-paying job and making my money. I'm still going to live in my soft girl era for him. I'm not always going to be that boss, hard-working girl when I'm around my man. I want to be that soft girl, so I will do that if I know he's going to be able to lead.
Yo, dash cam?
Can we not be?
No.
Yeah, leave, man. Hey, bro. Yo, entitled as fuck. I need the bathroom. Relax. Come on, calm the fuck down, man. Like, I warned you, it's fine. It's what is it, man? If she wants to leave, it's fine. But she's arguing with Icy in the bathroom. You should have been sat your ass down at the panel, man. Like, stop making shit about you, man. Just fucking sit the fuck down or take a piss.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna call it quits since he's on his rant about this unrelated topic. Apparently people are arguing or something. Whatever. I just absolutely love watching these videos and the women will be like, I'm not argumentative, while actually simultaneously arguing with the person, with whoever the host is. Or they'll be like, I'm a soft girl, while arguing, tooth and nail, much harder than like a man ever would. And it's just like, do you not see the hypocrisy? Not even a little bit. Um, but yeah, I mean, all right, I'm going to speak to you ladies out there for a second. If you want a man who's going to provide for you and take care of you and your bills and all the normal stuff, the last thing you should ever want to be is an argumentative, masculine woman. Now, you can I don't even know. I was going somewhere with that. But now I don't remember. And so I kind of think the more masculine a chick is, the worse, or I mean, the more feminine or the worse off the dude is, because it's essentially a failure. Um, if a man wants to be the alpha, the masculine man, he has to step up, and that includes all the normal stuff: protecting and providing, making the money, making the decisions, or at least being the final decision maker. Um, and so if he's not doing that, she will. Somebody has to step up in any partnership. That's why I think if you structure relationships similar to how businesses hire their employees, I think it creates a much simpler environment. Everybody knows their expectations, everybody knows their roles, you know your hour, you know your uniform, you know everything about what you're supposed to be doing in life, and I think it just makes life simpler. But like I said, we're just gonna leave it there. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I don't even know what's up next, so I guess I'll just see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.